Hey, I'm back with No Frills Hi-Fi. It's been a little while since I did the unboxing on this FX Audio Tube 02 Pro. Life kind of got in the way, so I haven't had a chance to really do a review on it, but I wanted to go ahead and kind of play with it today. Really cool little amp. $79.99 on Amazon. You can get it direct from them. I'll put all the links in the description. But $79.99. It does have two different headphone outputs, so 6.35 millimeter and a 3.5 millimeter. Just kind of going across the front. Obviously, you've got your volume dial there. It's got a gain button, so this little LED right there will light up when you push that. So it's going to give you 2.5 decibels of gain. So, depending on what kind of headphones you have, you might need that. Also has aux 1 and aux 2, which are selected from here. Those are the inputs on the back. So you do have RCA inputs, so you can have two different inputs here. So if you have like a turntable or CD player going from your phone, whatever, you can have two devices at once, two source devices. Not really sure why they call them both aux though, because typically aux would be kind of like a secondary input, so I would have said input 1 or 2, but just semantics. And then of course you have RCA out, so if you wanted to go from this, use it as a preamp, go to another amp, you could do that. When I test today, I'm just going to use headphones because I don't really want any other amp to affect it, because obviously everything in that chain does change the sound to some degree. I will be using a Fosi Audio Box X4 phono preamp, and I'll be playing a record on my turntable here. I'm playing music from Big Pink, which if you've seen any of my other reviews, that's pretty staple for me. So we're just gonna go ahead and plug in the phono preamp here. Let me make sure I got the right colors. Now, if you do use the RCA out, when you plug in headphones, it automatically disconnects that, so you don't have to worry about switching back and forth. Just leave your RCA inputs in, and then just plug in your headphones, and you're ready to go. Let me go ahead and start this up. And let's get these headphones on. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug everything in, get everything ready, and then we're going to give it power. And I'm just keeping all the settings on the Box X4 just in the middle, so I don't want it to really affect what's going on here with this one. I'm trying to get this where we can see it a little better. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of slowly turn on. Aha. Well, it does help if you turn the thing on. And so it's already got the gain button on, so I'm just going to turn that off. So we're going to do this again. We're going to go up. All right, so first impression, it sounds really good. Let's see here. So, just first impression of it, it's a little trebly, little treble forward. I'm not going to say tinny. It doesn't sound bad, but definitely the treble is coming through more than anything. It does have some bass to it, but not. It's definitely not the prominent feature. Mids come through okay, but definitely proud on the treble. But I like it. I mean, it still sounds really good. It does have that kind of open feel to it. So I'm going to try it with the gain real quick. So, well, let me try it with that again. So the gain really did help with the bass. It still sounds a little bit trebly to me, but not in a bad way. You know, sometimes the treble can be a bit harsh, and when it's kind of treble forward sound, it can be a little irritating, especially over time if you're listening for a long time. I don't get that feeling from this that it would be. Obviously, I haven't listened to it for hours on end yet, but I think it sounds really good. I mean, it's an $80 amp that I think definitely well worth that. I would just, if you're looking into it, I would just know that, if you're into something that's not as heavy in the treble, this may not be for you. But to be totally honest, I think it sounds really good. Really open. The clarity is really good, which is kind of my big thing. I don't think I would get hung up on that treble. And honestly, I mean, I've got the ability to change that. Yeah, so if I adjust my Fosi Audio Box X4 down a little bit on the treble, leaving everything else how it is, that sounds perfectly balanced to me. So, you can always control that in other ways. And obviously, it could be any number of things in my system here. I'm going to go ahead and put that back in the middle where it was. Everything you put in the path from the record to your ears makes a difference. But compared to the other stuff that I've run with this rig, I definitely feel like it is a little bit trebly, but I really like it. I wouldn't hesitate to buy that, especially if you have a preamp that you can kind of adjust that. And it is personal preference, so somebody else may hear something totally different. That's kind of the hard part about all this kind of stuff. But I think it sounds really good. Definitely a lot of clarity. And like I said before, when I hit that gain button, it definitely evens it out a little bit better. Let me go ahead and turn that off and adjust that treble down a little bit. Yeah, so I'm having to go down a little bit, but a little bit more, I guess. But it definitely sounds good either way. For my personal preference, I would probably turn that treble down just a bit, just to kind of even it out for me. But I think it sounds really good. I wouldn't hesitate to get this, especially for $80. I think it's priced right. Honestly, it's probably worth a little more than that, but don't tell them that. They'll raise the price. But I think it sounds really good for what it is. I'm actually really impressed with it. And I do like that it's a tube amp. I like that kind of warm feeling that you get with that, kind of the openness of it. And of course, I'm using a tube preamp too, so that doesn't hurt. But yeah, check it out. Like I said, I'll put some links in the description. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. And hopefully I can get more opportunities to do this for you. I appreciate it, and we'll catch you later.